Hello, my name is Kirioth, and today we are going to take a little look at a new Sisters of Battle unit. My god, an actual elite melee specialist. Well, I mean, you know, they've already got some melee. I was going to say lads, but that's not true, is it? Lasses. Let's take a look. Now, the Monday Ramble is incoming, and there is a nice little Cursed City giveaway going on in it, but it's currently trapped in editing hell, and I'm having to re-record half the audio, so I'm taking a brief break so we can take a look at this here lass. So, we've got a return of the Battle Sister Bulletin. So, it looks like we're going to be getting a lot more for the Adepta Sororitas. That's my first thinking reading that. They don't do these just for the sheer hell of it. We don't have a Space Marine Bulletin. I'm guessing that Sisters of Battle are just doing so well that they're like, well, let's keep it up. Let's keep releasing more stuff. Let's just keep going. They seem to be expanding the range pretty significantly. No complaints from this corner, though, in fairness. So in this instalment, they're introducing a new division of the Celestians, the fighting elite of the Orders Militant, known as Celestian Sacresants, which actually is not a bad name. Could be worse, could be more complex and over the top. Actually not too bad. So the Sacresants traditionally act as bodyguards to the heads of their order, but they're also tasked with another holy duty, purging the impure and driving them from sites of sacred significance on the battlefield. Sounds pretty solid to me. Each one is a highly skilled warrior, of course, and they are protected in both body and spirit. They've got massive polearms and maces and a shield. Let's just take a look at her. Let's just take a look. That, to me, that's a pretty nice looking model. That is a good looking unit. It's got a lot of the fancy finery and filigree that you might expect from a Sisters of Battle unit, but it's not too over the top. I have to say, given their propensity at the moment for vastly overcomplicated shields, that is a really nice kind of refreshing. It's just so simple. It's not like, yes, it's got the fleur-de-lis on the front, but it's not absolutely covered in like gems or writing or purity seals or an entire skeleton. Cough cough, I'm looking at you, Primaris. Can clearly see the muzzle of a bolter sticking out the side of it as well, which is nice. So I mean, by the look of it, that is an entire unit. So the shield and the bolter are one thing that you slip your hand into so you can shoot people and not get stabbed in the face. Nice. I like the detail on the halberd as well. I didn't know I wanted, like, halberd infantry for Warhammer 40k, but it turns out I actually kind of do. So, well done for picking up on something I didn't know I wanted there. I'm not sure how I feel about the helmet. I really like the standard Sisters of Battle helmets enough that kind of added ornamentation doesn't really do much for me on them. This is one of those situations where I'm just not bothered about the extra symbol sticking out the forehead. If anything, I think it looks a little clunky, especially when you've got that kind of, I feel like, I don't even know what to call it. The bit on the backpack there, it's just like a bit of nice decoration, isn't it? A bit of iron railing on the back there, just to keep them safe. I quite like that. That's a nice bit of added detail. It's not too obtrusive. Almost gives like a crown-like feel to the head, but it is somewhat taken away from by the fleur-de-lis symbol on the helmet itself, which I think could probably do without. That being said, it's not particularly overcomplex. The shield is relatively simple, just got a bit of iconography on it, but it's nothing too eye-bleeding over the top. The halberd, by the way, the relief in there, the kind of the fleur-de-lis symbol in the blade that's been like cut out, I really like that bit of detail. That's a lot of fun. That's a cool thing to stick on there. It's maybe a bit over the top given you've got the exact same symbol on the other side of that blade, but still, I do like that. That's a nice bit of addition there. Overall, it's not too complicated. It's not too over the top. The halberd and shield combo is really nice. The like bolter sticking out of it is a cool touch. Literally, the only thing I'm not all that keen on is that bit of the helmet. But otherwise, this is super solid. Like, this is super solid to me. I will say something that this model reminded me of immediately were these lads. So the Sekitari Hoplites. And I have absolutely no problem with that because I really like this unit. So this is a Forge World Adeptus Mechanicus unit that takes your normal Skitari and adds extra bits to them. I've always liked these. These are really cool. And the fact that there's a kind of similar silhouette in a way, I have no problems with because these are awesome and these are also kind of awesome. Plus, I will say, there is not a vast amount of technology on, like, blatantly on show here. Now, this is going to sound like a weird thing to say because obviously they're Warhammer 40k, so it is sci-fi, but You take off the power generator on the halberd, right? You take off the backpack, you shave off the muzzle from the bolter, and you have got a really fun kind of heavily armoured fantasy unit there. I like the fact that as soon as I saw it, I went, that's awesome for sisters, but also there's kind of fun, interesting applications outside of that, maybe. If you fancy doing something a little bit different for an Age of Sigmar army, you could totally get away with de-40K'ing these, and it wouldn't take much to do at that. Overall, I really like this unit. So, yeah, as they say, Imperious poses, check. Cool shields, check. Massive Heretic Smiting Weapons, check. Well, I mean, you've got to have that. And also worth pointing out that there's the rules for the Palatine. Look at this. One last thing, those of you who picked up the Piety and Pain box set may have noticed that the points and power rating of the Palatine were not in the rulebook you got. They are set to appear in a future publication. I mean, why? I'm assuming that was just a vast oversight, right? What is even the point? What is the point of going, there's a new, exclusive to this box model that you can get right now? Can't use it. Can't use it, though. We're not going to give you the rules for it. God, no. No, that'd be stupid. You can have that later. Come on. Come on. That's not even a case of, like, a bit of quality control. That's just daft. How'd you forget the points for a brand new unit in a box that has been made to sell that unit and a newly remade Xenos unit? Like, what the hell? What is that? Come on, lads. Let's go. Let's be a bit more on the ball, yeah? But back to this. Love it. Love it. Really like it. It's not like as overtly ridiculous as the mech suit. It's got its own flavour, it's got its own personality. It weirdly doesn't feel like just a direct analogue to a Space Marine unit or anything. It kind of feels like it has its own little cool niche with it being these halberds. And they have said maces as well, so presumably they'll be like a more shorter range. No, not shorter range. It's all melee, but you know what I mean. Like a more not long pokey weapon option. What a terrible way to describe it. But yeah, this feels pretty good. It feels very, very unique to them, which I really like. Anyway, let me know what you think of that in the comments down below. Keep an eye out for the Monday Ramble, which should be out hopefully at some point before tomorrow. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, Patreon, video, subscribe, all that stuff. Click it if you like, don't click it if you don't want to. And as always, there is an affiliate link in the description down below, which you can use to support the channel if you would like. I leave it in your capable hands. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.